Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Midnight Customs. So, today we're going to be working on restoring an old vise. Let me show you what we got going on. Bam! I don't know who it's made by. It's not a Yost or a Wilton because there's no name cast into it. But it does have a pipe jaw. And that's just fancy. And it's pretty dirty, pretty old. It's definitely been wailed on a few times. But the jaws look in really good shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to disassemble this, clean it up, make sure the bolt in here is not cracked or bent. It might be. I don't know. But we're going to clean this up. I'm going to show you how it comes apart. We're going to clean it up, get it painted, put her back together, make her look like new. And we're not going to worry about this stuff here. So that thing's really been wailed on. The anvil's got some wear on it. Stick around. We'll show you how it goes down. Alright, so what you're going to need is a pair of pliers, and you're going to take this cotter pin out. I don't have a replacement pin for this just yet, but that's okay. You know, you can get these at anywhere. If I can get these dang pliers in there. There we go, we got one. Bend her up. All right, so none of those fit. No big deal. Arkansas socket set fits. So what you're going to do is just put it on there to hold it, and then you're going to spin this until that nut comes off. In theory, it should come off. There we go. Got her off. Now, what I want to do is you're going to want to keep spinning this until that bolt, there we go. That is what we got cooking with peanut oil. Wow, that's in remarkably good shape. Crazy. Okay, we got that out. We're going to set that over here. And this should just come out. There we go. You want to inspect that. That's pretty gross inside there. But it appears to be in really good shape. Set that over here. Don't forget your washer that come out of there. That is what the inside of your vise looks like. Now you're going to need a couple Allen keys to get these out. If they've never been out before, that's what they should be. Also, this, if you tighten this, it keeps this from rotating. Loosen it, you can rotate it. Let us find an Allen wrench. Proto, made in the USA. Let's see if that's too big. There we go. Okay. Those look like they're in pretty good shape. That one does. Now you've got a little keyway right here, and that goes right there. That's pretty self-explanatory. Not bad, not bad. Still has machinery marks in there. Turn this over. This should, yes, just pop right out. She's an old one. Here's your main body. I don't know what that is. Like plastic gauge? You have now separated your main body from your base. That is some rough cast iron in there. Okay. Here is your mounting base. Here is your swivel flange, and you can tell this has been sitting in water. That's some scaly stuff. This is pretty stout stuff here, though. Now here is all the pieces to a bench vise. They're all pretty much similar. So your base, your swivel ring, your main body, your collet, one half of the vise head, the sliding ram on the vise, and you have your standard jaw, and you got your pipe jaw. Same on this deal here. These are your Allen screws that hold this to the back of this housing. This is your anvil. Here's your swivel adjustment. So we're gonna just, there's no reason to rebuild this. There's nothing to rebuild. I mean, if anything, you might have to chase some threads. But, I mean, other than some debris in there, it looks pretty good. So all we're going to do is we're going to clean this up. Get all this rust off. We might just shoot this with the... This is going to be the worst of it right here, I do believe. We'll wire wheel all this stuff. Get all this crap off. Take some 400 grit and kind of, you know, spruce her up a bit. But we can clean that up. Inside here, that might be a little difficult to get to. So we'll just see how that goes. But look, you still got your machined ring lathe marks. Excuse me. So that's how you take one of these apart. And it goes back together in the reverse order. So we'll get to cleaning this up, and we are going to paint it. Drop a comment. Let me know in the comment section down below, what color do you think we should paint this? Should we do black? Should we do blue, red, turquoise, Tiffany blue? I'm just rattling off colors. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, what color it should be. And I know Arco's going to say pink because that's Arco's favorite color. So, yeah. All right, folks. Let's break out some power tools. Oh, yeah. I wish I had the Benford 6100 series. Let's get her cleaned up. We'll show you how this goes. All right, so I spared you guys the boredom of filming the wire wheeling of this stuff. I have not found any markings on here whatsoever, other than on this thing. There's that. I don't know if that's a maker's mark or just an impact. Kind of looks like some weird star. Anyway, what I did not know is, because I was looking for 3 little screw holes on a 120 degree radius, which would have told me this was a World War II era Wilton, but it's not. I don't know who made this. That is missing. It's about the right size for a vintage, like, aluminum sticker. That's gone. But anyway, we clean this up. I wire wheeled this off. I didn't know this. This was news to me. But there's like 1/8 of an inch of filler right here. Turns out they used foundry filler, or foundry putty, mud, whatever, to smooth these out and make them look more robust. And for that reason is this pitting and casting marks. So I didn't know that, and I kind of chunked this away. Now it looks like crap. Good news is high build primer should fill that in, and you just sand it down. So I'm not going to take all this off. I'm just going to hit with some high build primer in some of those, which I don't have any. I'm going to have to go to the store. But that is going to be in episode 2. Stick around. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button and let me know what you think. Also, don't forget to drop down in the comments and let me know what color you think I should paint this.